All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the thrower. Dumps it off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
You don't got work tonight, Lou?
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, come on.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Safety.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Set and heads comes back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nick Perry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on 1st down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
That last catch short the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open. It's He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to wind up in air. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
319. Box it.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10
DJ
just
Chark,
outside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
What the
Trying to force
fuck?
it to Allen, and it's
Keenan
intercepted.
Allen,
Picked up by Josh Jackson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. So,
and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
319! 319!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
319!
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come up in an offset eye. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Man, make a fumble.
To go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
58.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback there to make the play defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
He got in
the
free,
sack
and
on
then he
first
just
down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Flush to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go, 58.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319. 319. Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 63 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of the starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
Come on, bro.
Incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
His defense is weak.
He'll drop to throw. Allen has it left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Gone! Over!
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Allen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It's a gain of 5. They will come up on a first and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
319! 319! We are going. Got it. 399! No.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams.
That's a fumble.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, this game is on some shit. What the fuck?
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A give to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep.
You see that shit?
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, this is a TD right here, baby.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh!
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Catching shit.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an
Come on,
interception.
man.
Wow.
Give me some.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go. Sit there and do something, boy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Fucking against you, my nigga.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now back to throw. And it's off the mark, incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
That fucking pick 6 killed me, bro. Keenan Allen stopped on his route. He kept going. That's what had to come to do.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The give is to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
88.
They'll run it with Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
Oh, now you guys want to stop the run.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
319.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcel Darius in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.